So what's really frustrating for me is that over many years, academic texts have portrayed strategic planning as an almost purely logical process of identifying strategic problems, analysing strategy, formulating it, implementing it, and monitoring it. Now, there are elements of truth in this portrayal, but the practice of strategic leadership and some recent influential thinking in the strategy space demonstrates that good strategy isn't just about data analysis. Great strategy has to be creative too. Transformational strategy has to be designed. For years, the standard approach to developing strategy was the paradoxically titled Harvard Design School model, beloved and still strangely beloved of many an MBA curriculum. I taught it for a little over 12 years. It didn't have much to do with design in its true meaning, and the model is all about analysis. There's little creativity. Now, 3 books changed my approach. In 2005, Chan Kim and Rennie Mulborn published Blue Ocean Strategy. In 2009, Tim Brown published Change by Design, and in 2010 we had Business Model Generation from Alex Osterwalder and Yves Pigneur. Elements of the Harvard model are still relevant, but for me they are now part of a much richer, broader way of thinking. The Harvard approach still dominates inputs and how we determine strategy, looking at position, developing possibilities, looking at people, conditions for success, as well as barriers and making decisions. But what Blue Ocean Strategy, Change by Design and Business Model Generation did for me was to introduce the principles of creative design into strategy development. That's because strategy development can't be sterile. Instead, as we determine strategy, evaluate options and attempt to understand growth potential, as well as frameworks for strategy, we need to understand it as a creative process. And that means it almost becomes a contact sport. Leading strategy design means we need to engage with our stakeholder community, because the C-suite aren't the only ones facing a strategic opportunity or challenge. Any solution we build needs to address the desires and pain points of our stakeholders. We need to gather information on the current reality, and that's where the Harvard model has its strengths. But then we need to create breakthrough ideas by pushing past incremental or obvious solutions, which is often a problem we get in strategy because the decision-making team is usually far too narrow. We need to select a promising strategy, refine it through prototyping, execute it, and then communicate it, which is sometimes we often forget that. Uber Eats is a case in point. They engage with communities and gather information through 3 principal means. First, once a quarter in their walkabout problem, they visit an Uber Eats city and take a deep dive into its food culture, developing a fundamental understanding of the city and the customers that comprise the market. Second, in order shadowing, they follow partners on deliveries, moving from kitchen to consumer. And third, they hold fireside chats. These take place with delivery partners, restaurant workers and consumers, and they find out more about the delivery experience from these sorts of situations. All of the data developed in these experiences feeds into innovation workshops, enabling the development of breakthroughs. Ideas are selected and opt-ins tested in the field, enabling refinement. Final designs are rapidly executed and communicated. This is live strategy design. It develops a clear view of strategic position, rapidly develops possibilities, looks carefully at people, identifies conditions for success as well as barriers, and makes decisions. Most importantly, a wide range of people are included. For all of its reported faults, Uber Eats is generally held up as successful, and I don't think it would have got to where it is by following what used to be a conventional strategic planning approach. Its ongoing strategic transformation is deliberately designed. To find out how we can help you build your skills in leading strategy design, book a call or email me, clive@clivesmallman.com. I look forward to speaking with you soon.